Good afternoon, I am Precious Mzea Sakaleju. Welcome to Camnet TV Midday News. The headlines. DP wrangles deepen as Harry KALABA gets in the police books. NGOCC weighs in the paternity issue involving KABUSHI MP BOWMAN LUSAMBO. Join me with the Midday News in detail after this commercial.
Team, the trajectory of the business looks very positive, and it looks like we'll be able to launch the ministry.
There's so much data.
Mom?
Yes, baby?
It says here, global warming and climate change is caused by the pollution from careless activities of human beings.
Wow!
Son, do you know I can turn my phone into a TV remote?
How's that possible?
It's so easy. Check this out.
Be smart, be fast with mega data from Zamtel. Get your 15 GB mobile data for only 100 kwacha, 30 GB mobile data for only 200 kwacha, and your 70 GB LTE data bundle with free Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Visit our Facebook page, website, or service centers countrywide for more information. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
And other media news in detail. The Non-Governmental Gender Organizations Coordinating Council, NGOCC, says it has taken keen interest in a case of Messi Matonga, a woman who has accused former Lusaka Province Minister BOWMAN LUSAMBO of fathering her children. Speaking at a media briefing in Lusaka, NGOCC chairperson Mary Mlenga says her organization has taken keen interest in the case not because of the names involved but because of the vulnerability of the woman involved and her children. Ms. Mlenga says raising children as a single parent can be a difficult task that ideally requires both parents to take a responsibility for their better well-rounded growth. She says her organization is actively following the matter to ensure that it is dealt with and brought to a logical conclusion.
We want as an organization to place it on record that we have taken keen interest in this particular matter, not because of the names involved, but for the vulnerable woman and the children in question. Our primary concern, therefore, is that this matter involves an expectant mother and her innocent children, whose father remains unbeknown in this case. Raising children as a single parent can be a daunting task that ideally requires both parents to take full responsibility for their better and well-rounded growth. As already stated, we called this media briefing to emphasize that we are actively following this matter to ensure that it is dealt with and brought to a logical conclusion in a more humane and equitable manner. In the midst of this controversy, society must recognize that there are children who deserve parental care and a woman who has endured the pain of single parenting.
Patriots for Economic Progress leader Sean Tembo has submitted before the Constitutional Court that by refusing to provide information in relation to the declaration of assets for a sitting president, the Electoral Commission of Zambia is violating a fundamental principle of democracy, which is free flow of public information. In this case, Mr. Tembo has petitioned ECZ and the state over the Electoral Commission of Zambia's failure to publish assets declared by President Hakainde Hichilema when he filed in his nomination papers prior to 12th August general elections. Mr. Tembo contends that ECZ has no right under the law to refuse a legitimate request from the public to disseminate public information.
Opposition leader of Patriots for Economic Progress, Sean Tembo, has continued with this argument before the country's Constitutional Court that the Electoral Commission of Zambia should provide the general public with information in relation to the incumbent president's declared assets. Mr. Tembo, in his petition filed before court, he has cited the Electoral Commission of Zambia and the Attorney General as the respondents. His argument is that the refusal by ECZ to provide information on the declared assets by the country's Republican President Hakainde Hichilema when he filed in his nomination papers prior to the 12th August general election is violating a fundamental principle of democracy, which is free flow of public information. The opposition leader submits that the Commission has breached the law for failure to provide information relating to the declared assets of President Hakainde Hichilema has requested because he is duly registered political party representing the public. Previously, the Electoral Commission argued that there is no provision in the Constitution which compels them to publish the declared assets and liabilities of a presidential candidate. The Commission argued that the current country's Amendment Constitution 2 of 2016 has no such provision which compels them to do so, and further that it has not breached any constitution as alleged by Mr. Tembo. Hence, the petition needs to be dismissed with cost. However, Mr. Tembo insists that ECZ's refusal to publish vital public information is in conflict with the spirit and tenure of the Constitution, the Electoral Processes Act, and the Electoral Commission of Zambia Act. The case continues before court. Miriam Kaimba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Democratic Party Vice President Judith Kabemba and National Treasurer Justin Konge have formally reported DP President Harry KALABA to the Drug Enforcement Commission for allegedly misappropriating funds belonging to the party. Ms. Kabemba has also challenged Mr. KALABA to explain why the said funds are not allowed to pass through the party accounts to enable auditing. The duo recently expelled Mr. KALABA from the party for allegedly breaching its constitution.
I think we are here, we are from DEC here, the Drug Enforcement Commission. We came here to formally report a case, and as DEC, we understand that they enforce 2 acts, that is the Narcotic and Psychotropic Act and also the Anti-Money Laundering Act. So we are here, we came to formally report Harry KALABA so that the Drug Enforcement Commission may be interested to hear where he got the money that he's claiming was getting from his home. So my colleague will shed more light on how we've moved.
Well, yes, we are here, and the nation may recall that the past 2 days, Mr. Harry KALABA did inform the nation that all the money that the Democratic Party used for the campaigns was coming from his own house. And we are wondering where an individual would get, first of all, such huge sums of money that was spent in the campaign, and also why he would decide to keep such huge sums of money in the house, because we are also aware that no single coin went through the Democratic Party account. So what was the fear of allowing funds pass through the account? And so we shall wait from DEC on how the case will proceed.
In other news, the United Party for National Development spokesperson Cornelius Mwitwa has called for patience among citizens with regards to presidential appointments in various departments. Mr. Mwitwa says President Hakainde Hichilema and party leaders have lent with concern over the agitation of party members who lack patience, saying such actions do not reflect the party's ideologies. He has since assured that in the soonest possible time, people will appreciate the UPND approach to governance, especially after the budget presentation this Friday. Mr. Mwitwa said this when he addressed the media Wednesday in Lusaka.
The United Party for National Development, UPND spokesperson Cornelius Mwitwa, as Wednesday, October 27, 2021, urged citizens to exercise more patience with the new Dawn government, especially on the appointment of various portfolios in government, among other pending issues. Mr. Mwitwa says this during a press briefing in Lusaka.
Business as usual. There are 2 things that we want to clarify here. Number 1, on appointments. The government of His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema has found the government system extremely dirty, that sometimes the people that some people would expect that such a person should be appointed to this particular portfolio are the ones who have been found wanting. So the president is taking it easy because he doesn't want to appoint someone today, only tomorrow to be told, why have you appointed such a person? Are you not aware of these skeletons? So there is right now proper vetting that is going on all constitutional and public office appointees to ensure that the right persons get appointed.
Mr. Mweto has further warned citizens from condoning some accusations made by the opposition, saying they lack facts and have potential of causing confusion in the country.
When you have people like Shoni Tembo, I heard what he was saying this morning. Please forgive them. They are enjoying new freedoms under the new dawn. Something they could not freely do under now the leadership of the opposition patriotic front. So we shouldn't call Sean Tembo many names, no. He's an example of a new Zambia where opposition parties are able to criticize government for almost everything. And we were calling on the patriotic front when they were in government to be tolerant. I'm here to say the UPND-led government is a tolerant government. So Sean Tembo, carry on to enjoy your freedoms. But I must warn the public not to take Sean Tembo serious because he has poor political judgment.
He has since assured that in the soonest possible time, people will appreciate the UPND approach to governance, especially after the 2022 national budget presentation this Friday. Alex Shimba, Camnet News, in Lusaka.
That news item brings us to the end of Camnet TV Midday News, but before we go, here are the headlines once again. DP wrangles DEEPEN as Harry KALABA gets in the police books. NGOCC weighs in the paternity issue involving KABUSHI MP BOWMAN LUSAMBO. Thank you for joining me. I am Precious Mzeya Sakaleji. Good afternoon.